When Tony Stewart announced his retirement from NASCAR at the end of 2016, he turned to experienced racer and friend Clint Bowyer to fill his seat in the number 14 Stewart-Haas race car. By his own admission, Bowyer was in desperate need of a career reboot after disappointing form in recent seasons.
To be a part of this team, something I've been waiting on for a long time. Teammates, for me, it's all about the people around you. Two champions of the sport, Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch, and then Danica. Just an army of people that are determined to win.
I think it's going to go really well, and the great thing is seeing his attitude and seeing how excited he is. I mean, he had a very trying year last year, going from Michael Waltrip Racing to the team he was with last year and then coming to us. So, I think he's got a lot to look forward to this year.
Runner-up in the championship in 2012 with Michael Waltrip Racing and close during several other campaigns, Bowyer is determined to be a major title contender with Tony Stewart behind him in 2017.
It's all about people. It's all about lining yourself up with the right organization, the right team, the right manufacturer, right sponsors. You have to have all those things to be able to compete at this level and to be able to win races and run for a championship, and I have that now.
Bowyer first raced alongside Kevin Harvick when he joined Richard Childress Racing a decade ago, and the 2014 champion became something of a mentor for the young gun.
I went to RCR, and everything I had was a hand-me-down from Kevin. So when I sat in the seat, it was Kevin's seat. I learned from the guy. I went over to see him, and we talked about strategies, we talked about driving styles, and just picking his brain about this organization or how to utilize all the tools that I now have at Stewart-Haas, all those things. And that friendship enabled me to be able to win and get the most out of all those things.
I know Clint. He's one of my good friends, and I want to see Clint succeed. So we don't have that learning curve of getting to know each other or understanding whether he can drive the car, what his input's going to be like. I know that can happen. They're capable of winning week in and week out. So that's what we need from the teams that we have here at SHR, because that snowballs everything into making each other better, and that's why we have 4 teams.
That friendship and shared experience will continue to prove crucial as the season progresses. At the next race in Talladega, SHR hope to continue their strong form on the super speedways, which brought Kurt Busch victory in the Daytona 500.
Talladega is one of our more straightforward races, just because of the fact that you can get so defined as to what your fuel windows are, because you practice very similar to what you race, wide open. I think going forward and seeing how our super speedway program was and the strategies that we had at Daytona, I really think you'll see a lot of those same strategies and hopefully the same speed that we had there.
For Bowyer, it's the following race that will be especially important as round 11 takes him home to Kansas.
Kansas Speedway means a lot to me. It's home. I'm very proud of it. So to be able to go back home every year and to be able to compete at that racetrack that you watched, for so many years is ultra special. But fast racetrack, repaved racetrack a couple of years ago, and always puts on a good show for the fans. I mean, as a driver, we think of that. We want to be able to race and have a good time on the racetrack. And if we're doing that, that correlates to a good time in the stands too. It always does.
And while he'll be fully focused on victory in front of the home crowd, he'll enjoy a brief respite from the hustle and bustle of his adopted city of Charlotte in the NASCAR heartland.
Yeah, big difference, boy from Kansas growing up in the heartland to coming out here to the big city of Charlotte. I mean, it's definitely a big change. The biggest thing is traffic. I can't stand traffic. I don't know what the hell all these people do, but this is what you thought it'd be. This is what you'd hope it'd be, and man, it is. It's been fun so far.